still. We jamming. Just hold them and walk them. 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 Just hold them and walk them.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome one and all to Under the Radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. We'll be taking you all the way up until 6 p.m. right here on Talk City. Heavy, give me introductions before we tell the people why we starting so well.
Good afternoon to you, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to my good friend David Welch. Good afternoon. Welcome to Under the Radar on Talk City 91.1 FM. Good afternoon to those of you locked on work. If you're heading home from work and in your vehicles, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to those of you locked on in maxis, taxis, buses, and PH cars. Good afternoon to those of you locked on at home on conventional radio. And good afternoon to those of you locked on the World Wide Web via Facebook and YouTube on Talk City 91.1 FM, Facebook and YouTube pages. Good afternoon to those of you locked on in Tobago, my sweet, beautiful island of Tobago, and all my Tobago people. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to those of you locked on all of the Caribbean islands, and good afternoon to those of you locked on in South America, in North America, in the United States of America, in Canada, in the UK, in the EU, in Australia, in Africa, in China, in Asia, in Russia, all across the world. Welcome to the number one afternoon talk show in Trinidad and Tobago and the fastest growing afternoon talk show in the world. Under the Radar with Josh Trudy, Heavy Duty, and David Welch. Let's go.
Listener.
Recession. No bother we promote a fet. And you go see how we go party to the full extreme. And light it up with kerosene. Oh God, the treasury could burn down. We jamming still. We jamming still. Economy could fall down. We jamming still. We jamming. Just hold them and walk them.
Ain't that fitting by Heavy Boy? The economy could fall down. We jamming still. Mm-hmm. The treasury could burn down. We jamming still. Mm-hmm. Recession don't bother we because we jamming still. But now in 2026, we not jamming no more. Heavy?
Nope.
We ain't jamming no more in 2026. Nope. In 2026, we want we money now. We want we money now. We want we money now. Everybody, we now find out we working on 2014 salaries. The people now find out that Heavy.
I think it's 2013.
They say 2014. Apparently 2013 up to date.
Okay.
We now find out that we now working on 2014 salaries. We now find out that the government had to pay, we back pay and had to increase we pay and all of that. We now find out those things. And that's not for everybody, you know. It's not for everybody. It's for the select few that complaining. That's what this message for. The select few of persons that complaining. Because the PSA, and in case people don't know what we're talking about WASA. Right? The PSA wants to meet with not just meet, but the director of HR was supposed to submit documents to the board of directors, to then have those documents go before cabinet before budget is read, right, before the financial year closes off in September 30th. All right, that's when the financial year ends in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
And is this hullabaloo, all of this noise and ranting and peeing? I'm thinking they have a space in the conversation after they did nothing for 10 years. I find it weird that we just had to come here and remind the people that the only administration that ever updated pay in Trinidad and Tobago has been under the UNC administration. Whether you talk Bazio Pandey or Kamla Prasad Bisesa, historically, it has always been a UNC administration to pay. You are a historian and no Heavy. I'll call you that. You could correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
but
you're wrong.
It has always been a UNC government. Kamla Prasad Bisesa 2010 to 2015. People got their updated pay before she left office.
Yep. She
left office and for 10 years, the people got nothing. They get 4%. 4%. And Kamla said, no, we will give you 10%. And that 10%, we want that now. We don't want to wait You're acting as though Kamala Prasad is the person that has been lying and telling you you go get it, but you don't get it. The only time promises never materialize in Trinidad and Tobago is when the PNM in charge.
Yep.
Only time promises never materialize in Trinidad because I say name PNM, promises never materialize. Under Kamala Prasad Bissessar, she's the only prime minister this time around that promising the nation a better future with the slogan better days are coming, better days are here. Keith Rowley was telling you tighten your belt till 2027. After Keith Rowley won the 2020 election, he said hard times ahead. He went on TV telling Natalie Logo that his job is not to ensure that the poor gets out of poverty, right?
Yeah.
And it's not a seesaw for the other one to come up so the other one. That's what Keith Rowley say. Kamala Prasad Bissessar is saying nothing of the sort. Kamala never tell people tighten the belt. Kamala never tell people, eat cold pot and switch to cassava or any of that. You know what I hear people saying by Heavy Boy? People running around the country saying, at least keep tell them the truth. That the country had no money. If Keith Rowley was telling you the truth, then why heavy duty? I bring a document for you too, you know. I bring a document for you too.
Over here.
If Keith Rowley was telling this nation that the country had no money, then Keith Rowley tell us how Norman Gabriel Limited was getting contract from the HDC. Tell us how Foster Cummins was getting contract from the HDC. Tell us how Camille Robinson Regis was getting contract from the HDC. Tell us how all of these things were happening. Tell us how a company was getting contract from the HDC for Balize House. Nepotism happening. Favoritism was happening. If the country had no money and the people of Trinidad and Tobago say that at least they was telling us the truth, then tell the PNM, come and tell us why Norman Gabriel Limited get contract after contract. Why if I go on the station, go get a lawsuit, you know. The station might get a lawsuit because you see I have the copy of the invoices again. I bring documents, you know, again. And I would leave the next one for Stephen Rees because Stephen Rees want to go and dive into Balize House and that court document. And Anil Roberts was here and he spoke about that, so I'll leave that for Stephen Rees. But Stefan, come Friday, I've taken it up, you know. I've taken it up and we're running with it come Friday. But if the country was doing so well under the Keith Rowley leadership, where he was telling the nation the truth, and the truth is that Trinidad had no money, how come businesses, particularly 1% businesses, was able to become so large in Trinidad? How Massey gets several land down there if you're going down, you know, but to the airport side, right? How is it that a certain company was able to go in the atrium of the airport, right? A preferred company was able to go in the atrium of the airport. How is it that time and time again we see where friends and families of the PNM, of the Keith Rowley-led administration, and that in which Penelope Beckles sat a part of, was able to get contract after contract after contract after contract after contract? I could go on for 10 years and I could say it up to 10 years, you know.
Wow.
Because that is what was happening. Now, under Kamala Prasad Bissessar leadership, you think that Kamala Prasad Bissessar was just lying to you and she cannot fulfill any of the promises? Are you crazy? It is 1 year. And I hear Stefan said this morning to Mr. X, because Mr. X, just like you, Heavy, he just say the country had no money. Stefan said we beat that too long. And I agree, we beat that the country had no money for too long. But you cannot at all come here and be disingenuous and say that Kamala Prasad Bissessar and the UNC must fulfill all the promises in 1 year. So what we voting for them for a 5-year time span for?
I can ask a question.
Ask a question, Heavy. Ask a question.
When Kamala Prasad promised in the election, during the election, that the public service, the PSA, right?
Yeah.
was going to get 10%. Right? She didn't say that she was going to give them 10%. She said that the wage negotiations will start at 10%.
Correct.
Now, the PSA leader went up on a platform and said that the government promised to give them 10%. There's a difference between the wage negotiation starting at 10% and you actually getting 10%. Another
Correct.
thing that wasn't said. Yes, 10% was promised, right? But it didn't have that time. It didn't say, well, in the first 3 months, you're going to give it the 10%, or the first 6 months, or even the first year,
Correct.
right? We have 5 years in which to give out the 10%,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
We never say we're just going to give out it right away as soon as we come in.
Nope.
Right?
Nothing like that.
No, that would be very facetious for you to say that and you don't know the economic situation with the country as a government coming into power. You can never say, yes, we're going to give out the 10%, but we don't know what it has.
Immediately. First, as we come in office, we
Yeah,
just
it
can't release the funds.
it cannot work that way. It can never work that way. That would be disingenuous, right? Without knowing the actual how much it is there to give,
Correct.
right? No,
Correct.
there's different videos circulating on social media with the former finance minister when he was on a platform saying that this country has no money and the government is broke.
I have some for you, but
He said that on many occasions.
Yes, sir.
The government was owing this amount billions and MTS owing how much billions and AGC owing how much billions and you understand? And the country is broke and the government has no money. And he could say that because he was the former finance minister, one. And two, he could say that because he know how he left the treasury and how much okay. And he know he left no money.
correct.
So when they were saying they were going to do this and they were going to do that, I remember Kamala saying, he's saying we don't have the money, but Kamala said she will find the money.
Correct.
Right?
Okay, yes,
Right?
okay.
She said she will find the
Yep.
money. Right?
Yep.
And for some reason, this logic seems to be flying over everybody's head.
Yep.
It's like you're trying to show up the promise more than you're trying to deal with the actual reality of the situation. It come like a father promised the children a PS5. And daddy, you promised with the PS5. Yes, I promised I'll buy the PS5 when I get the money. But they're not concerned about whether or not if I have the money to buy the PS5. They're not concerned if I have money to buy groceries, I have money to pay the rent, if I have to fix my vehicle, if I get money to buy books for the school. All they want is the PS5.
Correct.
Right? So all they hear that they promise with PS5. Say every day, we want with PS5, we want with PS5. Right? And under but not concerned about what will it take to fork out $5,000 out of your salary or $6,000 out of your salary to buy a PS5 and not pay bills when the month come, or not buy food, or not, you understand? You'll be happy with the PS5 and hungry. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yep.
So a good leader in that situation have to weigh out the options. Will you get the PS5? Of course. I'm putting things in place that when that happens, you're going to get your PS5. Right?
Yep.
But you can't tell me you want it now.
Yeah. And I like
No.
what Barry say. Barry say, all in again, bully this government.
No.
That's what they're trying to do.
No. Only one problem I'm having with this whole thing.
Say it.
Right? And I believe, now I understand why they're not doing it, but I believe they should.
Say it. Tell us. What you have in your mind?
Tell the people and them you have no money. Tell them the truth. Tell them you have no money. Yes, you will get the 10%. You just can't get it now. You have the whole Australian. Right? Now the people seeing things in the making. They're seeing the Mammoth Lauren Field, they're seeing BP, they're seeing ExxonMobil, they're hearing about all the goodies, the steel mill coming, all these things. There's no money is coming around the corner. Everybody's talking about it. Over the weekend, people meet me, boy, gas and oil coming, boy, you looking good. Yeah, people are optimistic. Other social media people are talking about it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. What's going on there?
I think my screen crack.
You stop your editorial to give away.
No, not editorial, but I just talking. But yeah, and if it is that the public servants had to wait 10 years before they could get, well, since 2013, so that means they're waiting about 12 years before they could get the money. They could wait one more.
Well, here the thing I have here on that, because we did some research. Teachers are updated. You aware of that? Teachers got their updated salary increases. They're waiting on the back pay.
Right.
But the salary has been updated. Some of TSTT workers have been, not some, their COLA have been paid out, 250 million plus paid out. TSTT workers.
Right.
The complaint is this. Here's the complaint, and it's not really the workers. That's why I said it's not everybody are blaming. It's some of them are blaming because the conversation getting mixed up because people think Felicia is complaining that nothing happening. Right? If you were to go and see what the PNM saying, and I have a response here for Marvelous Marvin, right? But anyway, they're saying that Felicia Thomas played politics too long and now everything coming to bite her in the behind. Right? But that is not the conversation, you know. The whole, watch now, when I tell you Guardian Media and all the rest of them blow up headlines, misinform the people, and they run off on that on social media, it's crazy. Felicia Thomas said that she was trying to meet with the director of HR because the director of HR have not submitted documents to the board of directors, who then is to submit the documents to cabinet. Let me tell you this heavy.
So the director of HR is a PNM.
Apparently, but let me tell you this heavy. This one is interesting. The only reason why you have all of these people, all of the trade unionists complaining and rushing now heavy is because the finance minister, David Tanku, said, and I quote, "We would look at salary increases in the next fiscal, which would be 2 months from now."
Right.
The fiscal year ends September 30th, meaning that we have a budget coming up very soon. If I'm gonna say you as let's say you are the if you are WASA, right? If you WASA are unable to submit your whole budget, which will encompass pay, back pay, all of that, in the presentation for the upcoming
budget,
you're not getting nothing, which is why they're rushing, because cabinet needs to come and approve the funds to pay out in the next fiscal.
Right.
But here's the problem we're facing again now. The problem that we're facing again, and I'm saying we holistically, let's say we are WASA, is what's the agreement? Is it 10% cash? Is it 60% cash? Is it 40% cash? What's the agreement? And that is still on the table. That is why there's a rush happening now to settle all of the negotiations, because the PSA have settled for some of her union members,
right,
but not all. You still have nurses, which is partially represented by Felicia Thomas. You now have the NUGFW that is confirmed to get their back pay. You have teachers teachers in a limbo right now. I don't want to go there, but teachers supposed to be settled, right? So they should be in the upcoming fiscal. You have the WASA workers. You have so many workers. The daily rated workers, thank God they're getting an increase, right? They should have gotten their increase today, Monday, I believe, right? But that's the problem, that people somehow not understanding, which is why I start with the city could burn down with jamming still, because it have no way that if the conversation at all is that money's not being paid, Kamala don't want to give me back pay, is a lie. Because again, as I said in the beginning, she's the only administration to pay. But this conversation coming from the PNM, Marvelous Marvin think he could talk to anything on WhatsApp. When you was a minister, Marvin Gonzalez, you did nothing.
Why are we giving Marvin Gonzalez airtime?
Well, I have something for him.
Right, let me don't go there yet.
Not from him, but
Let me
from
don't go there
Felicia
yet.
Thomas.
Let me don't go there yet.
Okay.
You remember when I came here
Yeah.
and me and you started the show
Yeah.
and we had this conversation about back pay. It was surrounding when the teachers was, when the nurses were protesting for money. I want to call them P&M nurses. Remember that conversation?
I remember.
I said that the Honorable Prime Minister Kamala Persad-David Sessa should not pay nobody. You remember when I said that?
I remember that, and I disagree.
And I disagree.
Yeah, I did disagree.
I said nobody is to get no raise in salary and no back pay right now. I ain't saying they ain't go get it, you know.
Yeah.
I say in the interim, they have to wait. Them is not priority.
Remember you saying that?
I said the government should allocate some funds for the unemployed. You remember when I said
remember.
that?
Yep.
Right? Focus on the unemployed, not who already have. They
Focus
just
on the
want.
have-nots.
They just want more.
Yeah.
They fighting for more money. Right? Deal with the people who don't have none. Get employment for them, get programs for them, and pay them. Right?
Yeah.
Let who have already hold our strain. Right? Because we understand money is the problem. Right? Okay, we reach this bridge here now, whereby things are being put forward to give them the money and whatever the case will be, and now it's being kind of red tape because of certain people in certain positions.
Say it right, you know. Say it right, because even Minister Parat say it, you know. That appear them people standing in the process of everything.
And this is why I said in the beginning, fire all of them.
They say how?
No, you can't fire all of them because you have to go sue you. Right? But what I mean, they keep us, and put their minions in key positions. So to hold back and stall progress.
Correct.
That is why things are moving forward. That is why these people from the upkeep program keep calling for the salary every month.
Yes, boy.
Every fortnight I'm calling for the salary because the PNM people inside they making sure that they suffer.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's not a lie, yeah?
But it's not a lie.
They make you believe as UNC in pain.
Hey.
That's not a lie.
That is why I vexed with my partner from South to do that video.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You get caught up in the emotions.
That's the young boy.
Yeah, you get caught up in the emotions.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're supposed to you're supposed to understand what's going on inside of there.
Yeah.
The people inside there who are responsible for payroll, who HR inside there who are responsible to make sure, all right, this is the people that work, this is the people that have to get paid, whatever. They know all the loopholes to stall that situation to make sure, because remember, hear what I'm saying. That is the same people dealing with local government workers.
Yes.
Which is corporation workers.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the payment for them.
So because remember this program going through the corporation.
Correct.
So to them, we get this extra workload for this new program where we wasn't having every month. We don't have already corporation workers to pay.
Yeah.
And them getting paid the corporation workers' salary, so they're making sure that go first for them to get paid. Right? And these people and them just come like an extra burden on them.
Yeah.
And they're not getting paid overtime and no extra time for that.
Which is crazy, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they decide, yeah, what?
So far.
When I ready to deal with that, I go deal with that.
And you're just delaying it.
And they're delaying it.
Yep.
And then when the fortnight can the people don't get paid, who they blaming?
Boy, you hear the problem at times, eh? Heavy. You know what you hear the problems at time, you know? A signature.
Just a signature.
They sending it up.
They sending all them stupidness.
Crazy.
Yeah, and 3, 4, 5 fortnights people don't get paid.
Nothing.
You understand?
And then hear the problem. When you finally get that signature, that had to come back downstairs, eh? For you to then send that out to the bank, eh, Heavy the process. Boy,
hey, I'm going to tell you something. They are doing that to make the government look bad.
Correct.
Right? That is why when we had the minister here, she said they had to hire independent company to do this payroll thing for this program.
It's people to remember that.
They would have to end up hiring an independent contractor to do the payroll because the people who in
Who doing it in ministry?
That-
Stolen,
but this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They are there to be
A nuisance.
nuisance to the
Yeah.
process. So when the HR manager in WhatsApp not sending the documents because them and feel to get all the no money, or they just vex and they just that causing the problem why they want sir. And that HR manager actually contracting you just before election for 3 years. They actually had to pay all that money. You understand? The government don't have money to pay you off. So she holding the WhatsApp process with the back pay and thing by the
Coolers.
testicular fortitude. You understand? And now people making it about the government.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. Every single thing that is happening is being made about the government. And this is where we have to come here and give them the information and dispel the propaganda in the
And something like that she spoke about, that Khadijah also mentioned, getting an independent person to do it, that had to go through procurement.
Yeah, that had to go
The
through.
moment it do go through procurement, you go in there.
Yeah, how come them get the contract?
And how much money you're paying.
Yeah.
Same thing with the blasted police post. It's
Yeah.
either you want to be safe or you don't want to be
They want
safe.
to know who get the contract
Who
to
get the
build
contract
to
to build up.
build
A little 2x4 building. How much you think we spend on that? $1 million on a 2x4
Not
building?
even 100,000.
Like, when PNM put
Not
up,
even 100,000 they were.
boy, when PNM put up the transportation hub, right there, move on.
Watch your face. $1 million budget.
Boy, nobody asks nothing about procurement.
Yeah.
Nobody but I tell you, I bring Norman Gabriel, look how much contracts he man get consecutively back to back. No procurement. But they want to talk now about procurement. Somehow the procurement regulator exists. Everyone take some calls.
Yeah, let me take some
Voice
calls.
your opinion live on the air. 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
All right, so the phone lines open, Trinidad and Tobago. All right, so y'all can call in now, give your 2 cents on what we're talking about here. 622-4911, 394-4911. Let's see if the WhatsApp line open. Yeah, it's open up. All right, we have a voice note coming in here already. Let's hear the voice note.
Good afternoon, guys. Great show as always. I just want to say the former finance minister, Mr. Colin Burt, made a statement recently that the country had no money and the country broke. And not one media personnel from CNC3 or TV6 asked him, how can the country be broke and you was the finance minister for the last 9.5 years? What did you guys do with the money that this government came in and make no money?
Agreed. I comment to column in bed tomorrow. Yeah? Comment to column. Caller.
Yeah, good afternoon, youth announcers, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, the reason why I went that way to say youth, I hear all the talking about this back pay, that back pay. What happened to old stagers like we get a increase in pension or NIS since Mrs. Disaster increased it how much 15 years ago? So we hear now. I put in a plea for we pensioners. We want 10% increase too in the budget. I hope Mr. Tanko is listening, and we want our back pay too. I hope Mr. Kamla Prasad is listening, right? And Heavy and David, all for winner, plug for winner.
I don't think you hear we
here we say the government have no money right now.
No, they have money, man.
But you hear, what would he hear? But you hear Colin members say the country broke.
But if they could start back that San Fernando waterfront project, it means that they have money.
No, they
tell you that.
understand. You understand?
Thanks so much. Caller, you're live. Caller.
Take off that caller.
622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. The phone lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago, all right? I have a response for Colin Burton, but first let me deal with Marvelous Marvin, right? Marvelous Marvin feel he could talk to anything about Wassa, but he forget how he left the Water and Sewage Authority. He might have forget that. Caller.
Good afternoon, Joe.
Yes, man. Hey, baby Trump, what's going on?
how can the country be broke, gentlemen? And this is more geared towards the former finance minister. How can the country be broke when you did raise gas prices? You raise it once, you raise it twice, you raise it 3 times. Nobody rioted, and all that was supposed to be part of your fiscal, your very fiscal, vibrant plan. It broke. And then you negotiated loans, in where when the loans were secured, the first thing that was done was to give raises, which, again, I say that everybody, including the opposition, got to, but that's a different story. Things are really upside down. And to the idiot who just called in there with the little Mickey Mouse voice and stuff, listen, what's your problem? Your daddy didn't hug you enough, your mommy didn't kiss you enough or something? If it's attention and love that you want, listen, just go into what I'm going to say Massey Enterprises, walk out of something without paying, and we will send you a place where you will get lots of attention and love. Okay? Stop being an idiot. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Thanks so much, Baby Trump. Thanks so much. Call live.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Tabaki, talk to us.
Yes, Mr.
Right.
Tabaki.
So let me do the protocol thing. Pleasant evening, afternoon, Dr. Heavy and Dr. David. Evening, Brian.
Yes,
You all
Kabaki.
hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing you now.
You're breaking up, Tabakit. Tabakit? Hello? Tabakit?
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you hear you now.
Right. So you're getting me there.
Yeah, we don't hear you. Go ahead.
I want to say this. What you all would have done this evening, I wish if you all can package that and put it on all other programs. What you all would have done here this afternoon is went through length and breadth from since the government came into power to this time. And I want to say this, Brother Heavy and Brother David, you all are on point this evening. And I do not want to butcher anything what you all would have said. But you know what I want to say this evening? I am totally dissatisfied with influencers and activists. And I'll tell you why. You all are right. Who should know better? You cannot be making live and giving the PNM ammunition to come after the government. David, you are correct in what Barry Paderak said. You cannot bully the government. And what is happening, you have big name influencers that making TikTok live. And I'm amazed, I am taken back to know this government is less than a year and a half in office. And I'm saying, but wait now. Like everybody wants to be a millionaire within less than a year time.
Yeah.
No, let me repeat this thing. Like everybody wants to be a millionaire in less than a year time.
Yep.
You took 10 years with pain and suffering. And as I land the plane, I think you all would have said it all this afternoon in the opening. And I'm saying, let me repeat. I am taken back. I am shamed. I cannot understand for the life of me. Big name influencers, TikTok influencers, when you make a live and you put out information, you cannot take it back.
Correct.
You want to bend the Prime Minister's hand backwards. You want to bend the Minister's hands backwards. What is this? I have never seen this. What kind of activist this is? And I'm saying something is not right. And I make a clarion call. Oh yes, to all influencers, to all TikTokers, to all activists, listen, this is not the way how you behave in government. Your role and function is not to make a TikTok video when you cannot have your way. You decide, you know what? I don't know who gives these people this authority. You believe you can't have your way. So you know what? I'm going to use my platform, and they're saying it. And as I land the plane, you're saying I'm going to use my platform, and what you're doing, you're giving the PNM ammunition to come after the Prime Minister, the ministers, and the government. And Tabakit is saying, I call out all influencers on the David and Heavy program this afternoon. It must stop. It must come to an end. It will not be tolerated. And the next time I come back here, I will call name. I'm going to expose you all. Tabakit is saying, I would have none of it. You all cannot do that. Make live and try to embarrass the government. Tabakit out and out.
Thanks so much, Mr. Tabakit.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks so much. Caller, you live.
Yeah, David, you don't realize every time Tabakit call, you just get disruption in the airways.
Yeah, at times,
You know, is the red and blue candle fumes that be causing that, you know, when we have
God,
all right, okay.
He called to say that, you know. He just called to say that, you know.
My God.
Are you funny? Yes, right? Let me take you all to what Felicia Thomas said here, courtesy the Express. Stay tuned.
A war of words erupted between Public Services Association President Felicia Thomas and former Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez on Monday, after Thomas told him to stay out of the Water and Sewerage Authority's affairs, prompting a fiery response from the Iroka/Lopino MP. Thomas made the call during a meeting with current Public Utilities Minister Barry Pedard at WASA's head office in St. Joseph. The meeting was prompted by protests which began on Friday, with the union saying the action will continue today as it seeks to resolve outstanding negotiations for the 2014 to 2016 and 2017 to 2019 periods. After that meeting and noting that her comments were directed to Gonzalez, Thomas said, I saw him all over the media making statements concerning WASA. Marvin Gonzalez has no moral authority to speak on anything WASA. She continued, the message to him is to stay out of WASA's business. This is the same organization he attempted to destroy when he was in office, and he didn't get the opportunity to do it. Stay out of WASA's business, Thomas repeated. Gonzalez struck back in a video on his Facebook page, saying that he was elected to speak on behalf of citizens and to hold the government to account. The opposition MP said, as a former minister of public utilities, I'm prepared to stand by and defend my record. He said to Thomas, what you all cannot credibly accuse me of is betraying the public trust, lying to the population, or engaging in deceitful conduct. I will not accept lectures on integrity from someone whose own conduct, together with her colleagues in the UNC, United National Congress, which raises serious questions about truthfulness, transparency, and accountability. The MP said, I would expect anyone who believes in fairness and democracy to defend my right to speak even if they disagree with what I have to say. He added, this is not a personal battle. This is about my responsibility as an elected member of parliament to speak without fear, challenge wrongdoing, to demand answers, and to defend the interest of the people I represent. As a former minister, Gonzalez said he is prepared to account for his decisions and his record and expects the same from those who currently hold office. While you and Barry engage in public trickery, I will expose your hypocrisy, warned Gonzalez.
So that is what Marvin Gonzalez said. Felicia Thomas particularly said this earlier today via a press conference, as noted by the Express.
This is specific to Marvin Gonzalez because I saw him all over the media making statements concerning WASA. Marvin Gonzalez has no moral authority to speak on anything WASA, and the message to him is to stay out of WASA business. This is the same organization he attempted to destroy while he was in office, and he didn't get the opportunity to do it. Stay out of WASA's business.
And Marvin Gonzalez, or Marvin, responded immediately after.
Let me remind the President of the PSC and the Minister of Public Utilities that I am an elected member of Parliament, duly elected to speak on behalf of the citizens of this country and to hold this government to account. And as a former minister, I am prepared to stand by and defend my record. What you all cannot credibly accuse me of is betraying the public trust, lying to the population, or engaging in deceitful conduct. I will not accept lectures on integrity from someone whose own conduct, together with that of her colleagues in the UNC, raises serious questions about truthfulness, transparency, and accountability. And I am sorry if my words make some of you uncomfortable, but I was not elected to remain silent when difficult questions have to be asked. I would expect anyone who believes in fairness and democracy to defend my right to speak, even if they disagree with what I have to say. This is not a personal battle. This is about my responsibility as an elected member of parliament to speak without fear, to challenge wrongdoing, to demand answers, and to defend the interests of the people I represent. I served in government, and I am prepared to account for my decisions and my record. Those who now occupy public office must be equally prepared to defend and to account for theirs. You cannot demand accountability from others while refusing to subject yourself to the same standard. And you cannot silence legitimate criticisms simply because the questions being asked make you uncomfortable. I will continue to speak. I will continue to ask the difficult questions. And I will continue to hold this lying government accountable, not because it is comfortable or convenient, but because that is precisely what I was elected to do. So while you and Barry engage in public trickery, I will expose your hypocrisy. Have a good day.
This is not the same minister heavy that tear up court documents on a PNM platform.
Yep.
Saying that they don't have to, prove nothing for Bali's house.
Yep.
I confused or something. I went mad. Trinidad, he's not the same one that burned court documents saying that PNM not disclosing nothing. And he want to talk about fairness and transparency. If things are so transparent, marvelous Marvin, or Macaroni Marvin, whatever they just call him right now, disclose Bali's house. You all have important things to address. Leave the PSA, leave Felicia Thomas, leave Barry Padarat, leave them, let them fix the issues inside of the Water and Sewerage Authority. You have pertinent questions to answer because he's chairman, okay? He's PNM chairman, right? You all have questions to answer for Bali's house. I probably going mad. I had to check this. I have to check the. Is the same one that tear up court documents, man?
Yep.
Hold on, I heavy because he might forget. I think they forget. Anyway. I going mad, boy. I really going mad. This place have me going mad. This country have me going mad. You know what? I have one. Just now I have it. Because we're going for the break. But I probably going mad. I think I going mad.
Thing gone mad. Politician are we going mad. Look how they destroying Trinidad. Tax people money only wasting, and the poor people just keep suffering. Politician are we going mad. Look how they destroying Trinidad. Politician are we going mad. Look how they thieving out Trinidad. Tax people money only wasting, and the government talk about winning. Politician are we going mad. Look how they destroying Trinidad. Tax people money only wasting, and the government talk about winning. Hey, I miss a fake oil race, kidnapping, murder. Get out the face, no roads, no water. The golf course grooming, but the pitch lake missing. 1% media pushing an agenda. Failed state company paying huge salary. Gas going up, when will the hardship stop? Rich in birth, laughing at we. No riot yet. Yes, we should be the biggest budget in history. But they saying that the treasury empty. Who thief more from all are we? The PNM or the UNC? Keep the faith and time will tell. No more racial voting, let them burn in hell. Things must.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The 12th Man, Season 7, coming soon to TTT.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, what we call this the Inting segment for Digicel Plus. So introducing the Digicel's newest offer, it's the Inting SIM. Get 7 days of data for just $35 when you top up $20 or more. The plan will renew automatically for the next 3 months. Join the Bigger Better network, get the Inting SIM, and get in the thing with Digicel.
Take me to a place where lovers meet. Marry me to the heart of war.
Remember, the Inting SIM is the alternative, so Digicel is ready to help you get in the thing. With a plan that renews for free once a month, get the Inting SIM with 7 days of data for just $35. And if you top up $20 or more, the plan will automatically renew for the next 3 months for absolutely free. And that's without even touching your credit. So get anything with Digicel Plus, the Bigger Better network.
Take me home. Take me to a place where my heart don't feel no pain. Take me home, take me home, take me home. Well, everybody's shouting out right there.
Remember to dive into the July-August vacation with your Samsung headsets for just $129, and that's on the Digicel My Choice plan. Also get 40 gigabytes of data at Samsung A06 or A07 for just $149. Enjoy weekly chances to win only with Digicel Postpaid. That's more data, more Java, more wins. So visit your nearest Digicel store and switch today. I feel like giving praise to Digicel with this song.
Forgive us this day our daily weakness as we seek to cast our mortal burdens on your city. Oh, merciful Father, in this bacchanal season when men lose their reason, but most of us just want to wine and have a good time, cause we're looking for a line, because we're feeling fine, Lord.
What we doing?
And as we jump up and down in this crazy town, send us some music for some healing. Everybody hungry.
Come on.
Everybody give praise.
Give praise.
Everybody hungry.
Put it up.
And if you know what I mean, put up your finger. And if you know what I mean,
Put up.
and if you know what I mean,
Come on.
and if you know what I mean, then scream.
Oh, Lord. Give God his praises. I feel like, what is it? Oh, God, I love this song. Remember, if you're looking for more entertainment this July-August vacation, switch to Digicel Fiber and get the new Omni TV plans with Disney Plus included. Also, enjoy 20% off for the next 6 months when you sign up today. That's more speed, more entertainment for the entire family, and less on your bills. Visit your nearest Digicel store and switch today. Let me see some hands in the chat now. Get more for what you love with Digicel Fiber and Omni TV. Catch La Liga, EPL, Bundesliga football, CPL, and more live cricket. Plus, enjoy HBO, Disney Plus, and more. That's more sports, more movies, more series, and something for everyone. Get it all with Digicel Fiber Plus Omni TV. Visit your nearest Digicel store and switch today.
Forgive us today our daily weaknesses as we seek to cast.
Somebody in the chat say, read the say Digicel. Where's Digicel? It's Digicel, the bigger, better network.
On this lovely day when we come out to play and we come out to sway and we breaking away. Some will say what they have to say, but only you know the pain we're feeling.
We move from big games to big entertainment. Digicel Fiber and Omni TV has you covered. Enjoy La Liga, EPL, Bundesliga football, CPL, and more live cricket. Plus, enjoy HBO, Disney Plus, and more. That's more sports, more shows, only video channels, more for the entire family. Visit your nearest Digicel store and get the Digicel Fiber Plus Omni TV today. All of you in the vehicles right now listening on radio, remember you can enjoy 7 days of data, and you can also get that plan renewed once a month for 3 months for absolutely free. That's only with Digicel. So you're going to them and you're asking for the Inting SIM. Yes, get 7 days of data for just $35. And also when you top up $20 or more, the plan renews for free once a month for 3 months. So join the bigger, better network. Get Inting with the Inting SIM.
Islands in the sun, islands in the
have fun. Welcome, welcome one and all to the land of pet. Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. When they come to Bacchanal, well, they can't beat we at Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. Look, sweet woman buried abundantly. The brethren they full of energy. Some people say God is a Trini. Paradise on the.
How long any other song?
God gave us a spirit fiery, but nothing in the world will bother we. But look,
sing it, no.
God with
Sing it.
We still come out and mash up the body. Sweet TNT.
Yes, I hear you, man.
Love of this country, sweet TNT. No place in this world I'd rather be. Sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country, sweet TNT. All this sugar can be good for me.
Dive into the July-August vacation with a Samsung headsets for just $129 on a digital My Choice plan. Get 40 gigabytes of data, a Samsung A06 or A07 for just $149. Plus, enjoy weekly chances to win only with Digicel Postpaid. That's more data, more Java, more wins. So visit your nearest Digicel store and sign up today.
Oh, how I love of my country, sweet TNT. All the sugar can be good for me.
All these years I spent abroad in the cold, longing to be home. Trini to the bone, Trini.
Remember, this segment was brought to you by Digicel. It's a bigger, better network.
Some sweet day I will no longer have to roam. Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone.
We move from big games to big entertainment. Digicel Fiber and Omni TV has you covered. Enjoy La Liga, EPL, Bundesliga football, CPL, and more live cricket action. Plus, enjoy HBO, Digicel Plus, and more. I mean Disney Plus there. That's more sports, more shows, only video channels, more for the entire family. So visit your nearest Digicel store and get the Digicel Fiber plus Omni TV today.
All this sugar can be good for me. From Cuba to Signal Hill, Arima to Charlottesville.
I mean to be negative, but somebody say in the chat, how y'all listen to these two clowns while listening to the two clowns? I don't understand. I can't understand.
Sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet TNT.
No place in this world I'd rather be.
Look at Trini girl there, she breaking away. A big old girl, a what a bacchanal. The men run wild, the wickedest style. The girl look back, the style just changed. Man rearrange, that gun clear. Cause nothing can compare to a Trini rising. Oh, no, no. Oh, nothing can compare to a Trini rising. No, no, no. As crazy as we might seem to be, we still fight to be a family. Indian, African, or a Chinese, Syrian, French, Creole, or Portuguese. We blessed with a spirit fiery. Some people say God is a Trini. Sweet woman parade abundantly. Now the problem is plain to see. Sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet TNT. There's no place on earth I'd rather be. Sweet TNT.
Looking for more entertainment this Java? Switch to Digicel Fiber and get the new Omni TV plans with Disney Plus included. Enjoy 20% off for 6 months when you sign up today. That's more speed, more entertainment for the whole family, less on your bill. Visit your nearest Digicel store and switch today.
Sweetness in abundance everywhere.
Dive into Java with Samsung headset for just $129 on a Digicel My Choice plan. Get 40 gigabytes, a Samsung A06 or A07 for just $129, plus weekly chances to win, only with Digicel Postpaid. More data, more Java, more wins. Visit your nearest Digicel store and sign up today.
Alright, well, I feel like you already know what time it is, Trinidad and Tobago. It's time for you to call the phone lines because we're getting ready to dive straight into Know Your Country. Are you ready for it?
No.
You're not ready? Well, too bad for Heavy, because now it's time for us to find out if you know what Heavy know, if Heavy know what you know. Because this is Know Your Country.
From history to culture, this is Know Your Country. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Remember, the access phrase will be Know Your Country. Let's go. Caller, access phrase.
Know Your Country, sir.
All right. Heavy, straight to you, man. Straight to you, Heavy.
Okay.
Play me the dungeon.
All right, let me get a good question for you. Can you name for me, right? If you are leaving Port of Spain and heading along the Western Main Road, right, to Chagaramas, which is the last point in the west, right? Can you name for me from Port of Spain each particular vicinity in the order heading west until you reach Chagaramas?
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
So you leave in Port of Spain.
Yeah, after Port of Spain is what?
Right, you'll take the foreshore road.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you'll
no, what that area after you leave Port of Spain, what's the name of that community there? What is called that area?
Well, there you're passing Woodbrook.
Woodbrook, right? And after Woodbrook going down is what?
Diego Martin and the foreshore.
No, before you meet Diego Martin is what?
Cascade.
No, you're heading down west.
I'm going far.
No, you're heading down Rice Road. So on the right hand side, that area there is called Woodbrook, right?
Yeah.
Then after Woodbrook is what? The area after Woodbrook is what?
Just like comment to the name, the Christian village,
sorry, you're way off.
Yeah.
All right, Cora. Never get it. Just never get it. Never just.
Taking too long.
Yeah, what? This question.
Answer.
And I want a little understand the question. You're in a vehicle, they're leaving Port of Spain to head to Chagaramas. I want you to let me know each community as you're heading west, right? From the first one to the last one before you meet Chagaramas, heading west. In order.
Call our access
right? There we go.
Know Your Country.
Right. So let me see if you know it. After you leave Port of Spain, you're heading west. You're heading to Chagaramas. First place you meeting is with?
Woodbrook.
Then?
St. James.
Right.
Cocorie.
Right.
Goodwood Park.
Goodwood Park.
Can I correct?
You can't be set that area before Goodwood Park. Let's call it what?
Westmoreland.
Right. Go ahead.
Goodwood Park.
Mm-hmm.
Carnage.
Right. After Goodwood Park, Carnage. Yeah.
Yes, into Carnage, then you enter into Chagaramas.
Right.
Where Alcoa used to be.
Right. Good. Well, yeah. Glory for you.
Cherry. You gotta go further. You reach.
Anything after Chagaramas is down the island.
You end up in Tobago.
I mean to say, I don't travel often. I'm aware of what is going on around me.
Right.
Well,
understood. Thank you.
You got you. Call our access phrase. Don't play in and say no caller.
You want that?
Access phrase.
Know Your Country.
Right. Let me see how good it is.
Huh?
Let me see how good it is. You're leaving Port of Spain and you're heading east. You go to Rima. I want each community in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Yes, plenty.
In alphabetical order?
Well, in alphabetical order, in the order that you're traveling. to after Port of Spain, the first community you're meeting, the second community, and you're going up the road. We're going up the main road. Let me go. Or the Wash Road.
After Port of Spain, it's Lavantil.
Right.
After it's Mova.
Right.
After it's Barataria.
Right.
After it's Sawa.
Right.
After Sawa, you have Mount Hope, Mount Lambert, Champlain.
You miss out, Champlain before you meet more. You miss out Pittsburgh, but go ahead.
Well, Pittsburgh comes out Sawa.
Right, go ahead.
After Mount Hope, you meet St. Joseph and then Curep.
Right.
After Curep, you meet St. Augustine.
You're going good.
After St. Augustine, you meet Puna.
No, you miss out El Dorado.
Oh yeah. Well, El Dorado is
Puna. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. After Puna, you meet Tacarigua. After Tacarigua, you meet Aruka.
Mm-hmm.
After Aruka, you meet Dabadi.
Right.
All right.
After Dabadi, you meet Sherwood Park area.
Right. Give him glory. You're good. Use that man on the ground, boy.
Down to the west, only leave out 2 areas, which is Glencoe and Las Mita.
Yeah. Well, I just said I only consider to be carnage, so that's why I
Man, know you area, boy.
Yeah, well, in the area. Yeah.
Glory for you, brother. Glory.
Yeah, that man went all about, boy. He's a traveling man.
No country.
You know your country. Yeah.
Glory for you. Glory. Call our access rates.
Know your country.
All right.
Let me see. Where coming next? We ain't going to check one.
I was going to do that to them. I was going to do that. They live in Port of Spain, they head in Shogunas. But I did highway, so let me see how we're going.
Let me see.
Steelers.
Right?
Barataria. Arangwell.
No, El Socorro first.
Well, okay, El Socorro, Arangwell.
Right.
Bamboo. Carney.
Right.
Then you go to Charlieville.
Right.
Endeavor. Shogunas.
Right. Yeah, man. They're good. Glory for you.
Glory. Who want to go San Fernando with us? Who want to go Sando from Port of Spain, boy? Call our access rates.
Hey, where you gone to?
Who's this?
Yes, sir?
Is that
no, you're gone to?
Right.
91.1 FM.
You're right. All right. Let me see if I get a easy question for you.
Yeah, because I want to go in no jail.
All right. You're leaving Port of Spain and you're heading to Maracas Beach.
So where?
To Maracas Beach. That's real easy.
Apparently.
Yeah. So you're leaving Port of Spain and you're heading to Maracas Beach. But you ain't passing through Sawa side, you're passing Maracas side. You're passing Maraval side. So let me hear where you're going. There we go. From Port of Spain. Here we go.
Always pass to Sawa.
Yes, always pass through Sawa. So you want to take it from Sawa side?
I go up Sawa, I go up the road, I pass into up Sandakuz.
No, well, before you meet after you pass Sawa, they pass the Ridgeo road. Where the villagers going on the road.
I'm going in the dungeon, bro.
It have villages in between before you reach Santa Cruz on that road.
I know it have villages, but I just can't remember the name.
And stuff like that.
Come on, man. It's a Boca, it's a Lacano. You go up the road settlement. You all up the road. They're going to before you meet Maracas. Not a little villages in between.
I know you're going for many people.
That means you're going to go Maracas.
Don't put on man in no deal.
You're by yourself right now.
We don't want to sing yourselves. You don't get to pick and choose. You picking and choosing which dungeon you going. Hello, call our access rates.
Know your country.
All right. You're leaving a man. You're trying to reach Mayaro.
For the Saint of Maracas Reach.
No. I change the question, brother. I change the question.
I was going to tell you the first stop is the Magnificent Seven.
I change the question, brother. You're leaving Arima and you're trying to reach Temayaro. Let me go.
Don't go. I'll take a pass on that.
You're passing on that one? Oh, God, that one is too.
Because I don't travel.
You don't travel? Nah, you need to come out and know your country, man. You need to come out and know your country.
But you're in the dungeon.
Yeah, road is one route. To me, it's just one route and you're ready to go straight.
It's one road, but I just it's not really one road there, but let's have the places. Don't call nothing. You don't go in the jail already. Don't call nothing, but all right, let me get somebody else a chance.
You trying to finesse it.
Yeah, you reach a remind you're going Mayor Road. Then we have the truth.
Call access first.
Yeah, access first.
Oh, no, your country.
Right, go ahead. Let me go. Arima, you leaving Arima? Go Mayor Road. We're going first. Villages, let me go.
Villages now, I'm going on the main road.
You can go on the, yeah, you're going to the main road, yeah. Valencia, right, Valencia first, go ahead.
Right, then Valencia, continue going up the Valencia stretch, so you reach in Ture village, then you reach in Guayco, then you reach in Grande.
Right.
Then from Grande, you reach in Sangre Chiquito, then Manzan.
Right.
Then taking the whole Manzan to
stretch.
Narrow Road.
Yeah.
And then you're going up, you're passing through Etara village.
Etara village just before.
Etara, then you have Cascado.
Right.
Then you have Ottawa. Right? And then after Ottawa village is Mayaro.
The Mayaro, yeah, you reach. Glory for you.
You see, that is why I tell all you, make sure and go P&M school.
Who's that, job call? No, that's your call? Oh, okay.
That's a make sure you go P&M.
That's a make sure you go P&M school.
624-911, 624-911-4911.
Yeah. To know them, to them rest, to them. Nah, I ain't go Sando yet because I don't go Sando from Shogunas. After Shogunas. Nah, because man don't get Port of Spain to Shogunas already.
Now you see somebody remember. There's some places you had to pass.
The only one I can answer is from like Arima to go Toko. Because it have different villages on the Toko stretch that I don't know the name of exactly.
Okay.
Because I know when they leave and they pass Valencia and they're heading up, I think they're reaching Balanja first, then Celebia, then Komoto. Is Komoto? No. It's you see, I can't remember all, so I wouldn't be able to get somebody that question.
I know it.
You know what?
Yeah, Google Maps.
Anyway, that's it for the country, right? Yeah, that's it for the country. Yeah, still have to do some geographic locations in Trinidad and how you reach there.
I using everything. Except Mayaro. I know how to get to Mayaro.
They really ain't shame.
Nah, I know how to get to Mayaro.
You know before it had Google Maps, I didn't drive the whole of Trinidad already.
That's crazy.
When I get a car as a young fella,
you're driving everywhere.
Brother, man, it's not name sleeping.
You're out and about.
Yeah, nah. Sometimes 2-3 days being home.
Serious.
You're telling you.
Sleeping on the road.
Those people linemen going by people and spending like a get up and
thing that's be good. I'm like,
yeah, it's just like you're out there like, and they're going all kind of bar and like meeting people and they just you know.
Yeah.
You understand? You're closing. You have a bag of clothes in the car, that toothbrush.
Trinidad are the good life, man. You
long time. You can't do that now.
Nah, you can't do that now.
You can't do that now.
You can't do that.
You used to leave home in the morning and go back hopping all over.
Serious.
Yeah, just stop and drink and lime and thing. Meet people.
The only time you can do that in Trinidad is Parang, boy. Oh,
Parang,
God,
yeah.
Parang, you could do that. See, coming down to Christmas, you could do that.
When I did not get license, I was about 17 years.
You just waiting for license?
I was driving already, you know. My brother and them had vehicles. My brother and father and thing had vehicles.
You answer it so nonchalantly.
Yeah. I was driving since I 12 years.
Serious?
Yes. And I get license with gas car. Where plenty of people can't drive now.
Well, no cars coming that way anymore.
No, the cars don't come there much, but
it's automatic.
Yeah, them days was gear. You had to learn to drive gears, you know. Right now, my license is another automatic. It's gears. You understand? First get mash clutch, get on. I'm bad at that, you know. But you know, it has been about 10-15 years when I drive a gear vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it if you drive one now, you go remember?
Yeah. It just come back like right then a bicycle. It just come back to you. It might burn a little clutch when I get, but it just come back to you after a while. You understand? Because the first vehicle I ever drove was a Nissan Bluebird. That's my brother car. Thank you.
Okay.
And then my father had a Mitsubishi Galant. And then my father come and had My father buy a Toyota Crown Royal Saloon. Then that car was bad. Right? That Toyota Crown was red black, plastic on the seat and thing. It was big now. You should walk taxi, so yeah, that taxi Toyota Crown back in the day. Yeah, I used to drive all over Trinidad, but and then before Google Maps and then come out, sometimes reach somewhere you don't know where it is, you know. You had to ask people, which spot there is? Yeah, how you reaching down, so the people get, yeah, that drive down, so go wrong, so yeah, that pass through, so that they lost. That's just we go down country until I leave home one morning. And here the drive we make. We leave Port of Spain, went up Maracas. Then we leave Maracas and pass over the Blanchisseuse Road. We join Ariman. Then head up Valencia. Then from Valencia we go Manzanar. All that time we stopping, drinking and liming. We Mayaro, go down Guaya, pass through Rio, come back up, pass through Rio, carry through the Mayaro Road, pass through to go to the Mayaro, the road to go down to Mayaro. Head up down in the back, down all along in south by Muruga, cut through, come out back by Erie and all about the place. We just driving, you know. You understand? Till we reach up in Point 14 and then come back up to come San Fernando and then so come like we drive the whole country, but that take we 2 days though. Come you need stop in lime and drinking, we stop by a beach, we bathe, you come out. How can I take? How can I madness?
And they had fun, man.
Yeah. Them time I young and I wild and stupid.
Nah, I'm stupid. Far from it. Don't think it's good days, man. All right,
I doing that no.
Gas price expensive. That's one factor too.
What?
Anyway, that Trinidad and Tobago was Know Your Country.
Let's go.
From history to culture, this is Know Your Country, only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The 12th Man, Season 7, coming soon to TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The 12th Man, Season 7, coming soon to TTT.
Win a CPL Lime for you and your crew, or enjoy the game on your 75-inch flat screen TV. All courtesy the Unit Trust Corporation. Invest from $200 in a new TT or US dollar income fund for a chance to win. The more you invest, the more entries you earn. Hurry up, the promotion ends on September 4th. Invest in every innings and take win with the best rates in the market from the Trinidad and Tobago's largest mutual fund company. This promotion is NLCB approved. Terms and conditions apply.
No more fight down to make a unify. Roll it out. Take win. The UTC invested all in. Take win. Bow them out. Play like a unit, trust in the vision. We taking you in cause that is the mission. In partnership there is power, stand united, rise up on tower. UTC supporting and proud. Come Trinbago, shout it out loud. Shout it out.
A proud official sponsor of the Trinbago Night Riders, the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation. Trust in what's possible.
Join the line, grab your bottle and spoon, and come let we party in the engine room.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back on the Inside. You're Under the Radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. We'll take you all the way up until 6 p.m. We're in the second hour just yet. We're still finishing and closing up the first hour. But the minister in the Ministry of Housing, Philip Edward Alexander, on Friday went to Bonaire. And the revelations from Bonaire is startling. This here is Minister Alexander via the press conference. Take a listen.
Every week now, and it seems like this has become Trinidad's most popular soap opera, the HTC tour. And every week that I go to a site I asked myself, how could it possibly get worse? This site is the worst of the worst. But before I give you the information that I have to share, I want to invite the project manager to give some broad outlines as to why some of these buildings that you're seeing, and you would see some that are complete and it looks like people could just move in with their clothes and their toothbrush, have to be demolished. Lisa?
Good morning, everyone. Risa Dukiram here, project manager at the HGC. So what you would see behind me, all along the sides, we have a bunch of incomplete units, 50 in all. Yes. Yeah, so we have 50 units in all. What happened is there was a previous contractor who was assigned to the site, who then exited the site in 2023. Following that, the HGC would have engaged contractors to complete some of the units with the finishing works only. So that occurred in 2025. Now, while that was happening during the routine checks of the units, and some even behind us, you will see looks complete. There were land behind it, probably about 10 feet or so. And the next day we came, it was about 5, and then it reduced and reduced till the land actually is at the edge of the unit. So in doing so, we had engaged the manual clearing of the land along this entire ridge. When we did that, we noticed that the landslides were not only in this area, they're actually like landslides throughout the entire length of the ridge. And this entire length of the ridge hosts 50 units in all. Right now, we are not able to complete these units. And based on the rainy season that has occurred, you will get to see as well landslides that are currently severely undermining this unit next to me and the one right behind. You can actually see the foundations underneath it. So if you even look closely, it even is tilting a little bit. So we would have to address these issues immediately. And then in the medium term, we would have to address all units along this ridge. But for now, we are unable to complete the units. It is unsafe for habitability. And well, throughout the coming months, we will have to determine the causations of these landslips and these issues and take it from there.
Now I have the HDC fact sheet for this project. So I am going to be able to give you a lot of in-depth information. But when I got here, I was in conversation with Risa. She's the project manager. She's taken over responsibility for this. And I was asking, because I asked the general manager of the HDC when we were on the way, for a copy of the most recent geotechnical survey, because when you have a situation like this, you will want to see what information the contractor had at their disposal with regards to how to build on the land.
Mm-hmm.
And there's none. There's none on file. This, you've seen the original,
Mm-hmm.
but not after the cutting and filling works.
No.
And in a quick overview, cutting, because you realize there are mountains around us, so they cut to level, and that dirt that is cut is piled somewhere. This was one of those piles, and it looks like no compacting was done after to make it buildable, and no survey was done to find out what type of foundation to use here. But the information that we have, and I want to start with this because a lot of this is to answer former Housing Minister Camille Robinson Regis, who politicized our tour. Now, we weren't, the first couple episodes, we weren't politicizing this. We were highlighting what this government inherited so that the public could understand where we are and where we're trying to go. But she said that we were stalling HTC projects that the PNM were building. And then we had Stuart Young and Randall Mitchell and others querying the value of the work we were doing. Like the $3.4 billion in projects that the OPR inserted itself in and we pulled back out of because we realized the political game that's being played. I want you to know this. These buildings here, and if the media covers the finished ones for you to see, these units in this part of Trinidad, there's a market price. So when you go to build as a developer, and HTC is ultimately a developer, when you go to build as a developer, you build to the market. Because if you don't build to the market, you will end up going out of business. But HTC doesn't have to go out of business. HTC gets to take the money from the taxpayers. And it is to the taxpayers I have been trying to point out where the billions of dollars went in the HTC under the PNM. These apartments here cannot sell for more than $600,000 in this area. Best condition, best finishes. But the HTC, under the PNM, under Camille Robinson Regis, entered into an agreement to build these units at $1.2 million. That is 100% increase on the value of what could be sold here. They further went on to accept an $80 million cost overrun to deliver these, moving the units up to delivery, the average cost per habitable townhouse to almost $1.5 million. That's nearly 3 times the price of what could be sold here. That the Ministry of Housing under Camille Robinson Regis and the HTC under Camille Robinson Regis built units for 3 times the price that it could be sold at, meaning that everybody who paid $600,000 for one of the finished units up here, the taxpayers foot the bill for $800,000 and $900,000 per unit. And the board, I was told by the chairman today, are seeking legal advice as to how to recover what went on here. Further to that, there was 50 partially completed units that were paid, and the HDC spent $165,992,000 for partially completed units, 52 townhouses, 152 apartments. That math is these units were 3/4 way paid for, but the HDC can't find units that 50% completed. And when that was done, an agreement was made between the contractor and the HDC to pay them up to that point and cancel the project. So all of the money that was spent was going to be lost. This project was stalled by Camille Robinson Regis. This government, Risa, a year now, has been trying, and her team have been trying to turn this project around and salvage whatever they could from it. But everything here behind you, all of it, has to be demolished. This is more terrestrial. This is more Las Alturas. This was paid for by the HDC under Camille Robinson Regis. And now taxpayers have to foot the bill again for another demolition, another PNM failure that we have to demolish. And I have to say it so, because they've politicized housing, knowing full well what they left. And we had to come and answer to the people of Trinidad and Tobago 1 year and 3 months in. why we are not yet handing over houses. Because a lot of the projects that were under construction under the PNM, we have to examine to make sure that they're safe to put people in. That's where we are today, trying to quantify the size of the loss of the project here while we try to get them finished so that we can hand over keys.
All right, and that there was the update given by the Minister in the Ministry of Housing, Senator the Honorable Philip Edward Alexander, when it comes to the homes at terrestrial. If you know you have plenty questions, but first let me give you some more info on the matter.
I know, get a headache.
Please note, Heavy, $166 million or so have been spent thus far, and 50 of the units, I have to double check how much units are put up there, but 50 units are said to be demolished by this HDC currently, today.
The demolished already, or they have to be demolished?
They have to be demolished. They have put up caution tapes around some of the buildings, and ironically, some of the homes, as two-story homes that were going up, the land in the back, it's heavy. This is the foundation. The home is on the foundation, and the land is not there. The whole thing is falling down. That is how they put up HDC buildings down there in Bonaire.
So what happened to the land? The land slipping or something?
No. You know, Philip went to the technicals and say before you even build on a land, you had to drop like holes in to catch the foundation, you know, all of that, and then build from there. Make sure you test the land. Apparently they did that, but the land in which you're building on was never tested. If you follow what I'm saying. They cut through mountains, from what Philip said, and all that dirt that they took from the, you know, where they cut through,
the backfill it,
they put it on the land, but they never compact it to build on it to ensure it is sturdy to build on. So the homes that they built, literally, it have, when you went, concrete already there. Some units are already built, painted, and when we walk around, the back of the home literally have no land at all. It is just straight down into a drain, and the drain is a big drain.
My
I'm not kidding. It is crazy down there, Heavy.
Lord Father.
And over 50 units have to now be demolished because it's unusable. But if you think that's where it stopped, if you think that those homes that are unbuilt is where it stops, there is apartments built, windows in,
doors in,
painted, everything, literally just for moving in. Heavy. It was not built for electricity. It was not built for water. And the area, the land, have no way for water to pass. So if rain falls, you know what happens there, right?
When I say not built for electricity, I don't understand.
There's no electricity in the building. One building was built with an elevator, the other without, and it's the same building, right next to each other. If TTT is here, and you see how Digicel is right next door, TTT built with elevators, Digicel without.
And it's the same building?
Same building.
So one have a staircase and one have an elevator?
Correct. But they both have staircases.
Right.
But one have the elevator, one don't have the elevator. One have electricity, the other have no electricity.
When I say have no electricity, they have no
the wiring for the electricity.
So they have no plugs and thing and no bulb socket.
Not as far as what we saw, which is why it is not given out. From what we saw. From what we have the HGC have a project manager. I forgot her name. All right, she said it in the start of the clip. But some have electricity, some don't have electricity. Some have water access, some don't have water access. What the HDC did, because they brought in someone to see how best they could fix the problems and get it so therefore they could give it out. right in front of the building, I think they call it where it's like an access point, right? Where they have this little box in the roadway that they could cover up after, and they could access the electricity lines through there. So they retrofitting that basically.
Yeah.
When we went there, they were working. Our contractor was working on the area. Not only that, the UNC coming in today, or the HGC coming in today, had to get a contractor to put up retaining walls
for the water,
because there are no retaining walls.
There are no retaining walls.
You think it's joke we on? There's no joke thing. We went there on Friday, and the HDC hired a subcontractor to build retaining walls because there were none. I tell you, the place was not even they just pour buildings on land. They didn't even try to cut through the land to ensure, they have
Wait. This is the same buildings that was supposed to be 600,000 and cost 150 and 1 million, 1.5 million?
Correct. 600,000 building for 1.2 million actually. And then Minister spoke about up to 1.4 million dollars is what it was built for. The taxpayers have to foot the rest of that bill.
And then finish.
And it's not finished. The contractor, they just stopped the project. NH was doing it. The same NH that
who want to make the back end with the OPR?
The OPR, correct. That ain't finished projects that they were doing down there. Because they couldn't finish it. The buildings were being built incorrectly.
Who signed off on that?
Nice question. As far as we know, the PN and HDC. People ask who's the PN and HDC? Under the PNM, who led the HDC?
Jesus Lord, again I headache. $160 million gone up in smoke. And now we got to spend additional money to break it down.
Correct.
To fix it.
Correct.
And do it over. And a man walk out with $160 million of we taxpayers' money.
Yep.
For building a building in finish, cannot give out, not good, and have to break down. And they pay him. Because I hear you say the pay of the contractor and leave it just like that.
$166 million paid to a contractor.
Jesus.
To not finish your project. It's not even 50% completed. You want to hear that part again?
How they pay him for something that not when you get a contract, you're supposed to finish everything and then you get paid.
You right here talking, you right here that particular part.
Give me that particular part.
And the HDC spent $165,992,000 for partially completed units. 52 townhouses, 152 apartments. That math is these units were 3/4 way paid for, but the HDC can't find units that 50% completed.
You hear that heavy?
The HGC pay the man all his money and the man in finish. This is the level of corruption, favoritism, nepotism. This is why I say
take a small break. Take a small break. Let me play the news for it, right? Calm your brain.
Minister in the Ministry of Housing, Philip Alexander, said taxpayers are left footing the bill for unfinished HDC houses in the Bonaire area, after many of the structures are now deemed unsafe and must be demolished, adding further cost. This as the government moves to salvage failed HDC projects. During a visit to the Bonaire North Phase 3 development on Friday, the minister said after receiving a copy of the most recent geotechnical survey, it was discovered that the land was unfit for building, raising serious safety concerns about the project's suitability.
That the Ministry of Housing under Camille Robinson Regis and the HDC under Camille Robinson Regis built units for 3 times the price that it could be sold at, meaning that everybody who paid $600,000 for one of the finished units up here, the taxpayers foot the bill for $800,000 and $900,000 per unit.
Mr. Alexander noted taxpayers now face the added burden of paying for demolition. He further criticized the previous administration for the mismanagement of public funds, pointing to $80 million in accepted overruns and $165 million spent on partially completed units that were later abandoned.
I was told by the chairman today, seeking legal advice as to how to recover what went on here. Further to that, there was 50 partially completed units that were paid, and the HDC spent $165,992,000 for partially completed units, 52 townhouses, 152 apartments. That math is these units were 3/4 way paid for, but the HDC can't find units that 50% completed.
Well, there you have it.
David Welch, I feel like going home now. I can't deal with this. You see, this is what happens when you have a tyrant in power. Our country's resources and the money to benefit the people goes into the hands of one man because of nepotism, favoritism, and kickbacks and whoever. 165 million. You know the payment of that somebody else could get a little money in the pocket. You know, they pass these things so that people could get a little kakada in the hand. Somebody go get a kickback, somebody go get a couple million, so everybody get in the hand grease to pass it, to let the money pass. Right? Any other country that happens, the contractor is in jail or something, even the minister should fired. Listen to me carefully. We need to understand that $165 million going down the drain. Now think about it, $165 million, you know how much things that could do for the average man? Think about it. I wanna bring that into perspective. Right? I go on my calculator on my phone. And I'm gonna do some maths for you. $165 million. Right? You see there?
Yeah, 165.
Right. Divided by 1 million people. Every single citizen in Trinidad and Tobago could get $165.
Everybody.
Everybody can get $165 from the government. Better to give everybody $165 in the pocket.
If you were to just say 165 by just, let's say, 300,000 people that's suffering, there's even more money for 300,000 people.
Come on. Obviously, right?
Even if you're no, you know what, Heavy? Don't say 300,000 people. Go with the PNM, 10,000 people for CPAP.
10,000 people for CPAP.
Go with the say 60,000, but go with just, you know what? Go with the 60,000.
Go with the 60,000.
Go with the 60,000.
All right.
You know it's not 60,000, but go with the 60,000.
Let's say 60,000, right?
Go with 60,000, yeah. How much again?
$2,750 per person.
And you know what that says? Because again, more money even in upkeep today. Because again, 200 plus Every day.
60,000 person getting $2,750 if the divider is $165 million.
That's still better than just giving contractors.
I wonder if I have it $165 million.
Let me see. You probably have it right there. Yeah, you have it right there.
All right. Yeah. I've seen the amount of medicine that could buy beds in the hospital, the amount of things that could fix it, schools, education. You telling me they spend $165 million for nothing?
Nothing at all.
And then we had to spend a couple $millions worth of demolition. All that
50 units.
We had to mash up, demolish the whole
50 units had to demolish. But we have callers on the line waiting to come in. Obi is the first one in, right? Obi.
Yes, so good afternoon, fellas.
Yeah, man.
Let's start by singing a little song first.
Sing your song.
We love you so, we only jamming you. Is only big by gun in your We love you so, we only jamming you. Is only lolly in your kaka. Let me tell you something. Let me flip it different to what you and Heavy now see. And look at it from this perspective. Imagine, and this is what I always say, we don't care. And that's why I say if I could have go back in time and find the man who who came up with the idea to take your taxes digitally, I would have put him in a crocker's bag and hide him so nobody will not find him. Because let me tell you why. Heavy now did that calculation and how much Heavy come up with? $100 and something dollars.
Yeah,
everybody in the country could have get, right?
$165.
65.
Right. Let me flip that around. Instead of giving them $165, let's just say for that incompetence, Colin Imbert was to come on the television and say, due to the mismanagement mistake we made, we now have to take $165 from every citizen in the country. And they physically was showing up in front of everybody door to take it from their hand. You know how much people would have chip off and riot for that?
Yep. Right. That's true.
Yeah. There's a nice analogy. Yeah. I like that.
But because it is taken digitally.
Yeah, and you can't see it.
The average man on the ground don't care.
Yeah.
And this is why when I tell people, it's not that PNM don't thief, they have more practice. So when they thief it don't look like they're doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That money, you know how much all them people who quarreling about CPEP and URP, you know how much other programs could have been added into CPEP and URP with that kind of money?
Correct.
All the schools they didn't bother to finish bill. You know how much money could have go to at least billing one or two of them schools out of that nonsense?
Yep.
But again, this is the stupidest we display in this country. Camille pocket supposed to be getting touched hard. She mustn't be able to buy baby oil to shine she head when we done with this. That's how serious this is.
Yeah.
And this, let me tell you something, Heavy. You feeling hurt? Heavy, when I watched that yesterday, I tell you, I feel sick to my stomach, boy. And these people have the gall to walk around and tell we tighten we bell, boy. That time them losing money all over the place.
Correct.
And don't care because it doesn't affect them.
Correct.
Boy, Heavy, I will see you all day in a while, boy. You have a good show.
No problem. Call you live.
Heavy and David.
Yeah, man.
I just do some math like for every day. And I check if one person for the next 20 years, every day, he will get $2,291 for the next 20 years for that $160-something million. $2,291 per day, every day for the next 20 years. That's the math I just do this.
Thanks so much.
Also, it have a talk show in the morning.
Yeah.
Where it have one of the hosts pushing a crab in a barrel syndrome, where he's saying the UNC activists must get everything now. They don't have to wait for nobody to build the country. He don't understand Kamala and this government partner, although I believe he's a director on a state board.
That's on this station?
He in a crab in a barrel syndrome.
On this station?
He want everything now, just level money for activists. But he don't know it's an activist all over the country. Not only who is calling on talk to. It have activists in silence and willing to bear the grind for the country to build. But it has some who vocal and they want something now, and that is the head he pushing. That is not what the UNC is about. I feel that man in the wrong place.
Thanks so much.
Calling no name. You know who I'm talking about, David.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. This morning.
Thanks so much. Thanks, man. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon, Mr. David Welch.
Yeah, man.
And good afternoon, Mr. Heavy T.
Heavy duty.
And Trinidad and Tobago. And Jesus' name are going to cost in spiritual terms. How do you not teach me the course? Eric, Barataria, and I can't leave it there. I want to ask you, Barataria, Mamu wastewater plant, he gone Panama and he leave how much? Right? That's only $1 billion. But all what it add up to is $7 billion in HGC. And you know what the nice thing about it? A fella, I looking like the same one who was in TSTT as the chairman, take $18 million. And next thing you know, he had an HGC contract to build condominiums. I want to ask you, Eric, is it the TTRA, the Revenue Authority, and the property tax that you'll be jailed for if you didn't pay it? That all they're going to do every month to take people money? He saved $250 minimum, and all it had the PNM supporters living like animals free. Eric, you have to answer a quality program and say that, well, we need the money, and here we're going on now. Say who's going to pay back that money. And I want SRP, Camille Robinson Regis, to say how $500 million on she parliamentarian partner and minister $500 million for his wife and a daughter. And Penny, say how your brother, sister, mother, and the whole can get. And all you see, and Eric, all of us come and change the narrative and say, the boss is there, the work is there, and we lead the economy in this way. Boy, here what's going on. All the tell all the PNM supporters, that is how they mismanage total the money, and it end up in account, a bank account, and they don't get the money's worth. What the bill? And I want the OPR office to suspend the contract. And I want a calling on the ministers and them and the relevant authority. Make sure that misbehavior in public office, not a crumbs, they'll leave on the bed or dust that bed good enough. Because here we're going too much, and people suffer. That the bad thing about it, the PNM supporters more vocal in calling about hardship, and you see why we can't get money to do it, and we stabilizing the country, and $145 billion US going down the drain at all too. Have a nice day, fellas.
Thanks so much. Heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy duty.
Yes, brother.
You think it ends there?
Well, anything more than that, I'll take me and carry me to the hospital.
I might have to put you in ICU after this. Because it's in there, no Heavy. Heavy, this links to Anil Roberts being on Talk City 91.1 FM, or last Friday, I think it was, on Stefan and Mr. X show.
Right.
Because there, Anil Roberts revealed as well to the nation that not only was monies being spent and paid to contractors for incomplete work, Anil Roberts referred to a company called Rainbow as well, that was purported to be the lowest bidder for some projects, and being overshadowed for other contractors who are favored by the then PNM administration. Not only that, it goes deeper, because it goes as deep as favoritism, nepotism for a particular red house, no, not parliament, but a particular building in Port of Spain. I think it's Picton Street or so. It's called the Balize House. And contractors were chosen from the Housing Development Corporation to give, well, when I say from, I mean by the Housing Development Corporation, the then PNM HDC, to give PNM contractors favoritism. I don't know how the OPR allowed that to happen, but they got contracts to build homes in Trinidad and Tobago while not building homes, but supposedly building Balize House.
Yep.
You don't believe me? None you, eh? The people don't believe me. People hold on the phone lines. Taking this report. Oh God, man. Adam, wait now. Adam, just now, eh? Just now. Man. Sometimes you just had to uninstall WhatsApp because people ain't go stop call. But let me give you the report from TTT.
Minister in the Ministry of Housing, Anil Roberts, is alleging that the company awarded the contract to construct the PNM headquarters, Balize House, later went on to receive millions in state contracts. The minister in the Ministry of Housing made the claims during an interview on Talk City 91.1 FM on Friday.
So here they win the bid. They didn't have no contract from the government before. They win the Balize House bid, and then bam, Edmund Dillon and HGC give them a contract for 22 million. But then it got very interesting. Further, in 2023, Wood Green itself, the same company that won the Balize House award and reduced it by 9 million, was awarded a government contract in respect of the Citrus Close development in circumstances that are highly suspicious.
Quoting from what he says was the letter of acceptance from the Housing Develop Corporation to Wood Green Construction Services Limited, Minister Roberts alleges that a company named Rainbow Construction Limited was not awarded the contract despite being the lowest bidder.
However, after a further process in which bids were scored against various criteria, Wood Green's bid was given a score of 64 out of 65 points in relation to proposed costs, with Rainbow, the lower bidder by 33 million, being given a score of only 54.
Hear that, heavy? And that is how the HDC was being used. The Housing Development Corporation was being used as a money bank for the People's National Movement.
Balize House.
For Balize House as well. And the OPR, who supposedly have so much teeth today, said absolutely nothing back then. The OPR allegedly went along with whatever the PNM wanted to do, and however the PNM wanted to spend your money, my money, and the taxpayers of Trinidad and Tobago money. And as you heard in the clip with Minister Alexander, $165 million, the real figure is up to $166 million, was spent to NH for uncompleted projects. Not only that, but if you were to go to Trestrail, I am told, heavy, by Minister Alexander, he made an error in Trestrail. In Trestrail, he said the figures are 80 million. Heavy, today, the figures go up to $500 million paid for Trestrail, and it's on the ground. Caller.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Good afternoon, David, and good afternoon, Heavy Duty.
Yes, good afternoon,
Well,
caller.
David and Heavy,
Yeah, right,
I want to compose myself, eh?
Yeah, man.
But I want to start off and say, you see, God don't like ugly. You see ugliness? God don't like ugly. And that is why on April the 28th, the PNM government was removed. This couldn't have continued. Look what was going on in this country, Heavy and David. And I sure, imagine this must be just a tip of the iceberg of what's going on.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Look what was going on in this country. And you're often, as Heavy like to say, you're offering people crumbs. Crumbs will fall on the ground, and all your people up there getting all the millions of dollars, while people scraping the barrel, on the barrel, at the bottom of the barrel. You understand, Heavy and David?
Yeah.
Tell me, and people like Eric and Rowley Jr. and Barter just call and defend this, you know. For the life of me, I can't fathom that. But Heavy and David, this and callers, all you continue to remind Trinidad and Tobago the fiasco that went on under for the last 10 years in this country. Up to now, the 500 million, what they use the waterfront as an asset or a collateral. That money can be accounted for. What they use that money for, right? Right? And I just want to know, you offering public servants 4% and he gone on with 47%. He fixed up $87,000 a month. He fixed. This government, the PNM, does not care about people of Trinidad and Tobago. They only care about the elites and the higher-ups. And this station, and David and Heavy, and OB and Kingsley, and everybody on this station, continue to sink it. How wicked and evil PNM was to Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I would always ask about Norman Gabriel. Norman Gabriel get contract after contract after contract after contract as renewals for insurance brokerage between the period 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Even upwards until 2025, renewals after renewals after renewals after renewals, while having someone, and I'll read the companies for you. 4 companies gave bids to the HDC through OPR. Agostini Insurance Brokers, 21st Century Insurance Brokers, Maybroil Insurance Brokers, and Comprehensive Insurance Brokers. Maybroil is the only company that did not submit a bid, but you had 3 companies that sent in a bid. Comprehensive was the lowest bidder out of the 3 companies that tendered, and during the past 10 years, only one company, Norman Gabriel Insurance Brokers, was given contract without even submitting a bid to the OPR. Caller.
Yeah, good evening, Heavy and David.
Yeah, man.
Good program, and to all your listeners. And don't forget, they get contract for cutting grass too, the Gabriel Plant.
Correct.
Now, I'm looking, hopefully, with bated breath for Expose 2. Expose 1 was AGC, the Housing Ministry. Expose 2 must be somebody on a parallel track like Minister Alexander, telling us about all the unbuilt school that the PNM left, and basically focus on their own Balize building. Somebody had to do an expose parallel to what Minister Alexander. Go on, have a nice evening.
Thanks so much, caller. Thanks so much. Anywho, before we lost we soul in this.
I don't lost my soul already.
We go take one more and go to the break. Caller.
Yes.
David.
Yeah, man.
You see what they're doing here now?
Yeah, man.
4 years ago, was the same thing in Tobago, boy. Where all the corruption was coming out. Remember, Heavy, back in the 70s and the 80s, we had them kind of programs here.
Yeah.
There wasn't no going on.
No going on, yeah.
So when TBP went into Tobago and they started show all kind of thing, the car roads and things, people get paid much millions and they can't find the road, you know.
Correct. The zip line too? The zip line.
So I like all the giving out the truth. And people seeing it now, boy. But lock on and listen.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks so much. Well, stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. We do have to take this commercial break. When we come back, we'll take more of your calls and opinions up until the top of the hour before we begin the wrap-up with Obi and Kingsley. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The 12th Man, Season 7, coming soon to TTT.
This Java, switch to Digicel Fiber and get the new Omni TV plans with Disney Plus included. Enjoy 20% off for 6 months when you sign up today. That's more speed, more entertainment for the whole family, less on your bill. Visit your nearest Digicel store and switch today. Dive into Java with Samsung headset for just $129 on a Digicel My Choice plan. Get 40 gigabytes, a Samsung A06 or A07 for just $129, plus weekly chances to win, only with Digicel Postpaid. More data, more Java, more wins. Visit your nearest Digicel store and sign up today.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back on the Inside. You're under the radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. As we come back, ExxonMobil is upbeat over Trinidad and Tobago's hydrocarbon prospects. And the Prime Minister and the government is very enthusiastic about what is to come as well. Sorry, my apologies.
Time to give me some kind of good news, right? No, I depressed.
Yes, good news. In fact, is real good news, Heavy. Outside of that, hold on, I'm trying to get the story. I know I saved it here. So you know how Stuart Young is saying that, you know, all the gas deals is things that he did? Mm-hmm. Well, the Prime Minister responded, Kamala Persad-Bissessar responded, and you know, it was a good response. The Prime Minister said something about I forgot, I'm trying to get it. Right? Mm-hmm. She said, here it is. So Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar said that what others talk about, we getting done. So all that Church want to take credit for. All that happened was the talk, and all of the talks failed. Mm-hmm. Kamala Persad-Bissessar is saying, we in the United National Congress, we will get it done, and well, all the talk that Church and them have, well, is just talk. So I wanna play for you what the Prime Minister said. It's a AI voice over it, obviously, because she wrote it. You know, people like to say she's the proxy administration. If proxy ain't work done, then leave me with proxy. This is Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar here at Trinidad and Tobago. Take a listen.
Kamala Persad-Bissessar has outlined significant developments across Trinidad and Tobago's energy and industrial sectors, declaring, what others talked about, we got done. According to information shared regarding the sector's trajectory, oil production is rising and LNG exports are improving, reversing previous downturns where energy production fell and plants closed. Output figures demonstrate that crude oil production climbed from 50,890 barrels per day in 2024 to 53,782 BPD in 2025, reaching 54,209 BPD in the first quarter of 2026, with projections targeting 62,100 BPD by 2027. Additionally, liquefied natural gas (LNG) exports rose from 10.3 billion cubic meters in 2024 to 10.7 billion cubic meters in 2025. Cross-border energy arrangements were also highlighted, noting that 7 trillion cubic feet of Venezuelan gas is coming to Trinidad and Tobago for processing. Across the wider regional program, incorporating Luron, Manatee, Dragon, and Manikin Coquina, more than 12 trillion cubic feet of natural gas is being secured for Trinidad and Tobago's energy future. Upstream investment is expanding, with BP taking full control of Calypso, the national gas company NGC moving upstream, and ExxonMobil returning for deepwater exploration, whilst Japan looks to Trinidad and Tobago for energy. Furthermore, after a decade of silence, the Point Lisa steel plant is returning, backed by a planned $750 million private investment. The operation will produce steel and vanadium to facilitate new exports and foreign exchange, whilst creating up to 1,000 permanent jobs. Prasad Bisesar noted that these initiatives bring jobs, foreign exchange, government revenue, industrial activity, and new opportunities, maintaining that Trinidad and Tobago's energy sector is moving again, and a brighter future is on the horizon.
Yes. And in your energy news, we should make this
finally some good news, boy. Oh, God.
Some good news. The Prime Minister, ExxonMobil, and others are to discuss energy deals for Trinidad and Tobago. And we do have to get to your editorial of the day, Trinidad and Tobago. It's not a good editorial and no heavy. The media reported that about 62, I don't know if you saw it, right? 62 board members would have, left in the past few months here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
But what the Guardian media refused to tell you is that some of these board members were PNM board members.
No, they ain't gonna tell you that. You have to make it look like it's the UNC board members.
That resigned.
Yeah.
I think it's only like twice or 2 times so far, like a UNC board member resigned. If max, you could say 3 times or 4 times, right? Max. But 62? Come on now, Guardian. So we have an editorial on that, Trinidad and Tobago. Remember to participate in the editorial of the day. Go to the Talk City social media pages. That's Talk City 91.1 FM across on all social media pages, Facebook and Instagram, and be a part of the editorial of the day or the topic of the day via Talk City. We'll play it on air and then read some of your comments from the social pages. All right?
That's good.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. Talk City 91.1 FM, keeping you updated daily.
Truth about state board directors. It is disturbing that Shaliza Hassan Ali, a fine reporter, has been co-opted into borderline journalistic mischief in the Guardian newspaper. Ms. Hassan Ali is a journalist who, for years, has mined the ground for earthy stories of ordinary citizens doing good things. In its Sunday edition, The Guardian had Ms. Hassan Ali write, without appropriate context, an alarmist lead story about 67 state appointees being axed or sent on leave. The subtext of the story is clearly that the current government is engaging in political victimization. For added sadistic pleasure, the newspaper drags out a retired senior public officer to damn the development as bad for national stability. The Guardian's newsroom surely knows that, for better or worse, changing of the guards at state enterprises and statutory bodies is a political convention with each new administration. It is an inherent feature of the Westminster system on which the national constitution is still founded. The governance norm is based on new administrations placing personnel who align with their policy directions. New governments appoint directors and top officials who line up with manifesto and platform promises. Britain's brand new Prime Minister Andy Burnham has launched a shakeup of the state sector, even though he is succeeding a Labour colleague. Burnham's message is that the country deserves a governance reset. In order to deliver on his promises, the Prime Minister must have senior officials who are in sync with him. In Trinidad and Tobago, there are 55 state enterprises and 8 statutory authorities. there are 46 state-owned companies governed by the Companies Act, requiring a different legal course in appointing new officials. That's a whole heap of state directors. In 2015, incoming Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley termed the reshaping of state boards as standard post-election transition. The Rowley government summarily removed board of directors and top executives, whether or not those officials who perform incompetently. Maybe TNT would one day introduce a nonpartisan meritocracy, which Basdio Pandey has briefly touted. Until then, the media and others should acknowledge that replacing politically named directors is long held par for the course in the state sector. That is the way governance has worked ever since competing administrations have ruled the country. As for The Guardian, its political slip continues to show. The lack of research and suitable background in the hysterical reporting appear to be deliberate. Shame on The Guardian.
Well, they probably know hire people, in all fairness. Guardian probably know hire people. Have you in closing?
All right, and that being said, I must say this show was the most depressing show I ever did. I get quiet, I want to go. I get headache, I want to go. I want to lie down because you see that AGC $165 million taxpayers' money just gone down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt me down my pinky too, boy.
Tomorrow you go feel better.
I hope so.
Friday, you ain't going to feel good at all on Friday. But.
Until tomorrow, we're back here, same time, same place, right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Keep it locked right here. Up next, the wrap-up show.
Yeah, so remember, Trinidad and Tobago, to keep shooting for the stars in everything that you do. If you can see it, you can 100% be it. And the moment you choose to give up is the moment a new star is born. Have a great one. We out.